I? Why can't I see anything? My head hurts.
Rise and shine, Sleeping Beauty.
No, I'm Cinderella. I jerk upright at the familiar voice. You're the man who knocked me out. The man laughs, and I believe that I try to pinpoint the direction of his voice. Did he blindfold me? I command you to take off this blindfold. Like, that's gonna work, right? Come on.
I don't take orders from princesses that no one remembers. But I am a gentleman, so I suppose I shall have to heed a lady's request. Heed.
The blindfold is abruptly pulled off, and I flinch at the sudden brightness.
Why, hello there, princess.
My captor looks at me amused. He wears a crooked grin on his masked face and a cape on his shoulders. Who is he? My eyes wander to the throne, and I cannot help but gasp at what I see. The king is strapped to the throne, hands bound, mouth covered. Your Majesty! The king pauses to look at me, his eyes containing a mixture of alarm and confusion. I turn to glare at the masked man. Let him go!
No can do, princess. No. Don't you think he still looks regal sitting on his throne like that?
I grit my teeth as I begin to struggle against my bonds.
Struggle all you like. You won't get out of those knots anytime soon.
Who are you?
Why?
The masked man drops in an elegant bow.
I am called Varg.
Varg? What have you done to my father?
Me? Nothing. Well, nothing much. I guess gagging a person and tying their hands behind their back counts as something.
Are you working for Sir Alcester?
I don't work for anyone.
So he's a mercenary. The door flies open and Alcester steps in, his face full of anger.
Mithros, the fool. How absolutely useless he was.
Varg gives it a dismissive shrug. He regards me again with his mischievous smile.
While I do agree that, wholeheartedly, that man is in the past, here in the present we have someone far more interesting to deal with.
Varg gestures at me. I glare at Varg before turning my gaze to Alcester. I used to think Alcester was someone to be respected. Not anymore.
If it isn't the princess herself.
You remember who I am?
Once Mithros made the connection, it was just too obvious to be false.
Could Sir Mithras remember me? Alcester shifts his attention to the king.
Gennaro, do you not remember this girl as your own blood daughter?
My eyes meet the king's, but I see no recognition in his gaze. He cannot remember me. I haven't managed to break my curse yet. Why are you doing this to my father? To the kingdom?
Everything I do for the kingdom. All successful rulers have run with an iron fist. Fear is the best motivation. A king that is too lenient and does not inspire fear has no business being on the throne.
But the people of Angia love their king. Before I had thought that the town people were despicable because they hated me. Now I understand those reasons. They may have judged me as mother's daughter, which is wrong, but that does not mean they should be subject to a regime of fear.
Your obligation as a ruler is to rule for the country, not the people. Back when the queen was still alive and this place knew the fear of the witches, they were far more productive. Fear motivates. Fear makes a man...
King Alistair.
You better have a good excuse for interrupting.
My evil monologue.
Yes, I was monologuing, can't you tell?
Your Highness, there's a beast.
Claude, 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 Claude.
What are you blathering about, you fool?
A beast, a magical beast is rampaging around the palace. Rampaging.
Is this the dead witch's doing?
Dead? Witch? No. No, Dolores fine. She has to be.
Don't you dare, Cinderella phenomenon. Out with it.
You're talking about my mom.
Probably. Did Mithros do this?
What? I cannot stop myself from blurting out the question. Sir Mithros is a witch?
Who is Sir Mithros? I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Okay. Good. He was a witch, but now he is dead.
He turns to his knight and demands more information. I am too shocked to hear their words. Sir Mithros. A witch? Impossible.
What of the palace intruders?
We've managed to apprehend some of them, but we can't get to everyone with, the beast taking us out.
So casual.
Yeah, that's no big deal. Anyway, see you, Alistair.
That damned Mithros. Still a pain even after death.
What did you do to Sir Mithros?
Killed him. Did you not hear me, girl? He is dead. Killed by my hand. Oh yeah, told you. Kill him.
But why?
He was helpful at first. He worked together to achieve our own personal goals. We worked together.
He eyes me cautiously.
He wanted you, princess.
If Sir Mithras was a witch, that would explain why he still remembered me. Why did he want me?
Who knows? It doesn't matter anymore. I gave him my knights to assist him in his search when the witches could not. But in the end, that fool was too power-hungry. You never entered into my plans. You would have been safe, princess, had you just stayed put. But now that you're here, you'll come in handy.
Alcester turns back to the knight, who immediately bursts into explanation once more.
Yeah, hi, I'm sorry. It's just, the beast is moving quickly. We don't know how much longer we could keep it from this room.
There's a beast in the palace, and it's Sir Mithros' doing? I'm so confused. And what about the others? Are they okay? Let me go, Alcester!
You're not going anywhere. It sounds like some of your friends were very persistent. They'll be coming for you, and when they get here, I will kill them. You, princess, are going to make it excellent bait.
Wow. Sorry, I have to get back into that.
It's pretty Waluigi.
It was very, yeah.
I like this turn of events. It's kind of amusing. You tell me what all of this is.
Varg looks unmoved by Alcester's anger.
It is Mithros that summoned this beast, is it not?
Oh, but it is Mithros that summoned this beast, is it not? Then you must know what is happening.
You're asking me, of all people? Wah! As if I would be able to answer any of your questions.
You... Varg!
It doesn't matter how many times you say my name, Alistair. I won't have any answers for you. Wah!
Sir Alcester turns to me, his eyes manic.
Whether this is Mithros magic or magic belonging to one of your friends, I'm not going to let it live.
Could Delora create a beast out of thin air? Sir Alcester draws his sword from his sheath and curses under his breath.
Fuck.
I squirm, desperate to find some kind of break in my restraints.
I do think it'd be really funny if they did throw like a fuck in the middle of this. Just like, fuck. Like, just, oh shit.
Varg surprises me, however, by reaching down and cutting the ropes binding my arms with a sword that I recognize. You have my sword! I stand up as quickly as I can and grab the sword from him. That was too easy. I eye Varg warily as his mouth twists into a smirk. What are you doing? Why are you helping me?
Help? All I did was cut some ropes. Besides, I'm curious to see what you'll do with that toothpick of a sword.
He talks like he doesn't care at all what happens.
Don't think about it too much, Princess. It's probably a little too much for your small head.
I swing my sword toward him and Varg catches it with his cane.
You really think that I'm the one you should be fighting?
The door creaks and falls off its hinges. The knights stumble back, and I hear screaming as loud footsteps sounds against the hall's tiles.
So what will you do? Run? Hide? Or will the beast kill you too?
Scary, scary, scary! My eyes focus on the large figure entering the room, though I cannot make out specifics at first. The form grows more distinct the further it moves into the room. Whatever this is, I cannot fight it. There's a moment of eerie silence, and then Alcester yells, and the knights rush forward, attacking the beast as a collective. The beast throws them off with surprising nimbleness, his rage in every swipe. I dodge away just before a man's body falls on top of me.
Over here, beast!
Sir Alcester rushes at the beast. I finally manage to get a clear line of sight to the king, who is still bound and helpless on the throne. The king. I have to get him out of here. I run toward the throne, but someone stops me dead in my tracks.
Saving the king really shouldn't be your top priority right now.
I grit my teeth and swing my sword at Varg, but he easily darts away from me.
I would be watching my back.
It is then that I notice the beast slowly making its way toward me. Why would it be after me? Either I stay here and fend it off, or... Alcester catches the beast with a broad swipe of his sword, and the two are focused once more on each other. I glance urgently at the king, then at the doors. The beast moves again, and I realize that it is once more heading toward me. There's no way I can help the king in all of this mess. I need help. I have to find the others. Hopefully Alcester will keep this beast busy long enough for me to get them. I turn and bolt through the room, weaving my way through the chaos of knights as I head towards the door. I glance over my shoulder one last time at the king. His eyes are trained on the battle before him. His hands grip the arms of his throne, but there's nothing he can do. I'm so sorry. I'll be back. But for now, I have to find the others. I dart past the carnage in the room, stepping over and around bodies as they appear. Halfway to the door, the beast lunges past Sir Alcester, and for a few moments I think he might be attacking me. Stay back! I hold my sword out in front of me and stand in a defensive position like Claude taught me, but the beast never reaches me.
You've ruined everything, beast!
Alcester is suddenly in front of me, waving his sword at the beast. I stumble back towards the doors, my heart beating loudly in my chest. I have to get out of here.